welcome Your Excellency, Mr. Danila Ganich. Today's moderator will be Ambassador Mustafa Kamal Kazi, who is Pakistan's ambassador in Russian Federation for 4 years, apart from being ambassador in a number of other countries. Ambassador Mustafa Kamal Kazi, may I request you to start the webinar?
Thank you very much, Kabuter Siddiq. I've had the privilege and honor of serving as Ambassador of Pakistan to your great country from 2005 to 2008. Therefore, from my personal experience, I have lots of admiration for the brilliance of Russian diplomacy and diplomats. I have, thanks to their professional acumen, my task as ambassador to bring our two countries closer became much smoother. I received both access and understanding, for which I continue to remain grateful. Now, from 500 million in 2007 when I was there, this can easily jump to billions of dollars through improved rail and road links with Iran and other countries in the region. To boost economic cooperation, we also need to streamline our decision-making processes and look into why there has been no progress or little progress on projects relating to construction of pipelines, steel, steel mill revamp, energy, and other sectors. With this background, my impressions and suggestions, I request Your Excellency, Ambassador Danila Ganich, to take the floor. The floor is yours, Ambassador.
I think that there are lots of professionals here at the webinar, so I'm not going to lecture them. So I will give a brief outline of what I think. I think that the prospects of our bilateral relations are bright. We have common interests, basic interests. These are stability, both global and regional. We have common interest in a stable Afghanistan. We have common interest in prevention of outside interference in our domestic affairs. So we got some commonality of interests, and this explains why I am confident that our relationship will further grow. As for the economic ties, I agree that the potential is not used to the fullest extent. But my belief is that the developments are taking place as they should. So we cannot, artificially accelerate the speed of our economic cooperation. As for Iran, we should be honest with ourselves. No major company is going to interact with Iran over some infrastructural projects because of the threat of the American sanctions. Europe, which promised to defend the cooperation with Tehran, is just conveniently silent. And I'm sure that they will keep silent unless they are given a go-ahead from Washington. So my point is that we have a mutually advantageous relationship, and this will definitely strengthen in the years to come, but it'll take some time. As for the Russian-Pakistani relations, I'm optimistic because we have commonality of basic interests. And as for the international arena and the international developments, I'm pessimistic. I think what we're going to is a global confrontation. With this, I would like to end my remarks, and I'm awaiting some questions, if any.
There was a question that would Russia be as much interested to use the sea communication through Gwadar as was intended earlier, and how much interest would they have in the CPEC outline?
We are developing our final position, so our position is taking shape. But what I do know that if this project is successfully, and I would say when this project is successfully complete, indeed there will be a great number of opportunities to somehow use this facility. So I would say that we are monitoring, and I think that we should take a look at it as soon as it's complete.
Thank you, sir. There's another question that between our two countries is pointing to closer relations, and when to carry out the closer relation between our two countries, what some firm grounds should be shown for the public to go ahead. And in this connection, some infrastructures which is Pakistan is ever open to from investment outside. How much investment is expected from Russia into Pakistan?
I would like to say that Russia is a developing country too. So we are not a superpower as the USSR once used to be. So what we're looking for is mutually advantageous investment which will give us some profit. We are ready to engage in mutually advantageous enterprises, if any.
What are Excellency's thoughts on QUAD, the new alliance between US, Australia, Japan, and India?
I think that this is another manifestation of a very aggressive policies conducted by the West in our region. And basically this is the project aimed at containing China. And I think that this approach is radically different from the Pakistani position, which is in favor of cooperation. And right now, in a couple of days, we'll have the Amman 21 international naval exercises, organized by Islamabad. Basically, this is the spirit which we want to have. In these exercises, all players will participate: NATO, Russia, China, everyone. So this is the spirit of cooperation.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. You have been great in honoring us on this special day, Russian Diplomats Day tomorrow, and and also enlightened us on several questions and frankly answered. We really look forward to a great future in relations between Russia and Pakistan. And I think ASEO is a great vehicle also to facilitate and create an environment for greater economic cooperation. With this, I pass on to our chairman, the chairman of the Karachi Council for Foreign Affairs, to sort of say a few words.
Excellency, my name is Ikram Sehgal. I'm the chairman of the Karachi Council for Foreign Relations. I would like to start on a personal note. And the personal note is that 51 years ago, I was one of the first people to handle Russian military equipment in the form of flying the Mi-8s. I was flying the Mi-8s as a co-pilot for some time. But more or less, when the Soviets sent the aid on November 13th, 1970, when there was a tremendous cyclone in then East Pakistan, and the Soviets sent 4 Mi-8 helicopters. The Mi-8 is the forerunner of the Mi-17. And at that point of time, they did tremendous work in the Bay of Bengal. And they used to fly out of Dhaka. Many times I was flying the Commander Eastern Command and the LOA 3. But on off days, I used to accompany them. And I had a tremendous, viewpoint of the tremendous work they did. So I want to start off with that personal note to start with. I want to say this, that the other thing is, the 2 of my commanding officers, both unfortunately dead now, one General Nasirullah Khan Babar, and the other one Major General Hidayatullah Khan Niazi, who were with us in 1970. And we were flying at that point of time on the KKH, the Karachi Highway project. And I accompanied them from Punjab down to the Wakhan corridor. So that was our first real contact with Russia, even though our pilots had flown to Kremenchuk for training earlier in the Mi-8s. Then General Niazi and General Babar and General Niazi went by road in 1990, 1991 or 1992. They went from Chaman to Kandahar to Herat to Turkandi, Sehrabad, and then they crossed over from there to to Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan, then to the Wakhan corridor, all by road, and they came back via the Wakhan corridor, via China and the Punjab Pass. Now the point what I want to make is that was 30 years ago. Today, the Economic Cooperation Organization, which used to exist, started off as a sort of a latter thing of the Regional Cooperation and Development. It has the road and rail communication. And the CPEC, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, is essentially a northeast-southwest corridor. But the real corridor is from Russia and Central Asia down to the Arabian Gulf. That is the real corridor. That is the real corridor which connects us to what we call Eurasia. And that is what we want to be. We are a part of South Asia, we are a part of Central Asia, and we are a part of the Middle East. But most of all, we are a geographical pivot. And I really carry what you say. We made a major mistake in not taking up the Soviet invitation in the 1950s to our Prime Minister to that thing. We should have remained neutral. However, there were circumstances at that time over Kashmir, etc. We had a lot of other contingency problems. We can correct that now. I really take the bottom line of what you're saying. We can be neutral. We can engage with all parties and really, really take advantage of our geopolitical position. I am very grateful to you, Excellency. You've taken a lot of time, and I'm very grateful to you for having taken that time. And I hope that you will remain engaged with the Karachi Council for Relations. You actually have come on a day which is a great day for us. Yesterday we signed a memorandum of understanding along with our previous chairman, the Jinnah Society, for taking over the Flagstaff House, which used to be taken over, which was actually the property of the founder of the nation, Qaid Azam. And in fact, we are building the Qaid Center, which will be really a first-class, world-class center. And today is the first day that we have got it. So thank you, Excellency, for being with us on this very important day for us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.